Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. It's Paul here with you once again. Today we're going to sort of go away from the affiliate marketing side of things and look at those of you who are, might be wanting to fund your sea change or make a change in your situation by taking your bricks and mortar store online. So it's online business, obviously, is something that we know works. There's a lot of companies that do it. So the online sales of your products, services, online delivery, all those sort of things are now the norm. Companies are taking all that sort of stuff online, especially at the moment. As I talk about this, I'm currently locked down in the house with everyone else in the world with COVID-19. So probably a good time to talk about this sort of stuff. So let's have a look at what we're going to talk about. So let's start with what we mean by online. So if I'm talking about taking your bricks and mortar store online, by a brick and mortar store, I mean your traditional shop front, whether it be selling shoes, selling electronics, selling takeaway food, a service like a lawyer, a doctor, those sort of things. Anything like that that you do physically in person where customers walk in, make a purchase, walk out, and around those sort of lines. We're talking about taking that online, meaning all those things that they purchase from you in your bricks and mortar store, they now purchase online. Doesn't mean you still won't have shipping and customer service and all those physical side of things. In fact, as we'll discuss later on, you might have to increase those processes. But at the end of the day, we're talking about taking that retail, traditional shop front, on the street shop and converting some or all of it to an online process. Let's see how we go. First thing I want to talk about with you as far as this is concerned, obviously, is why you want to do it. Again, it's all well and good to say, well, I want to take everything online because I can work from home and I can do this and that and everything else. However, there are some things that you really need to think about why you're doing it, because there are some things that you'll need to set up. There are some costs involved, and it will involve it can involve quite a dramatic process change to your company once you set these arrangements in place. So, but there might be quite a few reasons for doing it. I mean, some of the reasons I've listed in the post here, you just want to change your business, you're closing your bricks and mortar business if you decide to have a sea change and move to the beach and don't want to actually go to a shop every day. Local circumstances and legislation might have changed, for example, with coronavirus at the moment. Cost savings measures, transition from retail to wholesaling, increasing your sales, increased brand awareness. So that's one thing that I haven't mentioned so far, is that you may not necessarily be going to an online version to close down what you're doing now. It might be to add, it might be to increase your brand awareness. It might be to take some of your products global. It might be to just open up a whole new market that you haven't dealt with. If you've dealt with a specific target market, think, we've got a new product here, we might be able to take that to the younger market, for example. Online might be the way to do that. So the first thing I want you to think about is exactly why you'd be wanting to take your market online, because that will have a massive influence on how everything's done from there moving forward. So think about that. And then I sort of struggled when I was writing the post on this about where to put which thing. The two things we need to work on there, once we've decided what we're going to do and why we're doing it, what we're looking for out of it, set yourself some clear goals. Who are you targeting and what are you selling? So if you're targeting, and they sort of chicken and egg. I've written the post with who are you targeting. The more I read it, the more I think I should have put what are you selling first. But it is what it is, I guess. So if you're targeting, who it is that you're targeting, and that does come back to what are you selling. So let's talk about the both at the same time. So if you sell wheelchairs, is it something that your target market is going to purchase online? If you sell baby shoes, is it something that your target market will purchase online? If you deliver food, is it something that the people who generally buy your food, from a restaurant example, will ring up and have it delivered online? The idea behind online food delivery, we know it works because Uber Eats makes a fortune. You haven't got those the overheads are lesser because all you've got is the kitchen cooking and then the delivery truck, the delivery moped going out. So there's all those sort of things. But what are you selling and who are you targeting? You need to make sure that what you're selling can be sold online and will feasibly work online, and B, the target audience or your market for that product, will they purchase online? Have a good look at demographics. If you're trying to break into a new market, then absolutely, you might not know that information just yet, but it's something that you need to consider as part of your online strategy. What has to change? Depending on what product you're doing, depending on who you're targeting, there are some things that you might need to change. If your new target market is in another country and their time zone is different, you might need to change your structure so that you can answer their questions and deal with them in a different time zone. I used to work in a bank, and we had a thing we called Follow the Sun, meaning that we had call centres in Melbourne at the time where I was living for the Australian daytime, and then we had a call centre somewhere else in the world to cover the Northern Hemisphere daytime. So it might be that you need to set up a Follow the Sun arrangement. It might just be that you have people coming in and working the graveyard shift from midnight to 7 or 8 in the morning, depending on what you're doing. If you decide to go global, you might have to change your shipping. And I think you might have to consider, and we'll talk about this in a minute, but you probably have to think about what you're going to change for your shipping anyway. Because don't forget, if you've got a traditional bricks and mortar store where people come in and buy your products from a shop assistant, they physically ship them themselves by taking away with them. If they're purchasing online, you've got to set up a whole new logistics process to get that product out. Something to think about. And also, if you're going global, you probably may need to just check that there's no legal ramifications of selling certain products into certain jurisdictions. For example, a big shape mover in the affiliate marketing industry at the moment is CBD oil. CBD oil, you can't import a lot of that into where I live in Australia. Even in the US, where it's probably its biggest market, apart from the UK, there are states in the US that don't allow CBD oil to be shipped into it. I was looking at a wine MLM program the other day, and there's certain states in the US that they can't sell their wine into as well. I know Canada has restrictions on, from what I understand, on imported beers. So that's something you need to think about if you're going to an online and you're going global, where you're going to run to. And as we said, you might have to have customer assistance 24/7. You know how you can get around some of this? Look at what your competitors are doing. So one massive suggestion with everything to do with business. What are your competitors doing? It's the chances are, if they've got any sort of online capabilities before you, it's something that they've already thought about. It's something they've already got in place. Have a look at it. What products are they promoting? As in, we discussed a minute ago what you were trying to sell. There could be products there that they're not actually they don't sell, and that might trigger to you. There could be a reason for that. Could be shipping costs, because again, shipping adds the cost to your product. So if you're planning to sell your product for the same price you sell it in a retail store, and you're adding shipping on top, people are paying the extra for the convenience, but if it's too much because it's a large product, have a think about that. Who are they targeting? What are their shipping arrangements? What are their customer service structures? So do they say in their site that you can only the customer service between 9 and 5, or are they open 24/7? Are there any guidelines, regulations that are industry specific? And what tools do they use? We'll talk about that in a minute, but how do they physically manage that process? Okay, let's have a look there. So think about why you're doing your online business, why you're taking your bricks and mortar shop online, what products you're selling, who are you targeting, what are some of the things that you need to change, as in shipping, customer service and the like. We'll talk about this a bit more when we look at our setup, and then have a look at what your competitors are doing and have a clear outline of what it is you want to achieve from going online. Now let's have a look at what we need. We're going to need a website. Chances are you've already got a website. So if you have, great. What you'll need to do with your website is you might need to increase your customer interaction option, set up a chat bot, set up a separate email address, anything like that that allows online customers to be segregated and dealt with apart from your normal retail customers. Some people do it all in one, which is fine. Just whatever works best for your business, but you might need to set that up. You might need e-commerce integration. E-commerce is what actually allows people to purchase online. There are platforms out there that'll do it for you. There are plugins for websites that'll do it for you. I had the name in my head a second ago, WooCommerce or MooCommerce or something like that. So I think it's a big one in the WordPress plugins. These, what the e-commerce integrations do is they'll let you set up product displays with pricing and the like, product descriptions, your sales capture, so your shopping cart and payment processing screens, which will then integrate off to PayPal or Stripe or something like that. Shipping integration, so off to your logistics software if you've got that, and if you don't, you might need to put that in place. So people get online, they go through your e-commerce platform, they purchase, the order goes off, the payment goes off to your payment section, the shipping goes off to your logistics section. So the shipping manager walks in the morning, has a list of things he or she needs shipped, off they go. That's a very, very, very basic description of it all, and to be honest, I'm going to write a whole post on that because there's a lot to it. So if you're watching this video in the next couple of weeks from when the coronavirus was on, then have a look. I should have that post up for you, but that is something that you'll need to look at. From there, we need to look at marketing. How are we going to market our online? It could be just add it to your website and let people who come into your website do it. It could be starting to blog on your website, so you're building up that search engine optimization, industry groups and publications. You might put on the radio, you might put it in a newspaper, or just put a sign in your shop. Did you know we're online? Social media is a very, very good way of doing that, because if you've already got a social media presence, either through YouTube demonstrations, through Instagram, through Facebook, whatever your Pinterest, whatever you're using, that can be a very good way to start getting your online presence out there, get people into your website, email them all. If you've got an email list, email all your customers. That's another good way of doing it. And once you think about that, once you've got that up and running, I've just included at the end here what I've called other sales processes. Probably not anything that you want to set up straight away, but something to think about if you start to get into your online business and it starts to take off. Have a think about either affiliate marketing or drop shipping. What that does, and it sort of goes in with your marketing strategies as well, in that you can get people to actually, affiliate marketers, I'm an affiliate marketer for Wealthy Affiliate, it means you can get people to actually promote your products, write posts about your products, then they they join an affiliate program that you set up. I do have a post on my site about how to set up an affiliate program, how to start an affiliate program. What you then do is you set up your program, send them a link, they write all about your products, the reader clicks on that link, you process the sale as you would for any other online business, except you send them a commission for the sale. The advantages are that you're not paying for advertising, they're doing all the work for marketing, increases your brand awareness and gets more traffic to your website. So there are some good advantages to it. There's a whole lot more to affiliate marketing than that obviously as well. Drop shipping is slightly different, and it can be a good way to help you alleviate some of those extra burdens that we talked about a minute ago, as in sales and customer service and the like. Because what drop shippers do, they do this similar to affiliate marketers. They talk about all your product, they promote them, they sell them, they manage the payment, they manage all of that. And then because you've got a wholesale arrangement with them, they'll just send you the wholesale order. So all you need to do is process the wholesale order with your shipping costs, with a handling fee, which is where you make your money on the product. You then ship it out, they manage all the customer service and the like for that as well. So again, another thing to think about if you're looking at your online processes. Ongoing management, just want to put this in here to finish with. We talked at the beginning about having clear goals, tangible outcome plans. What is it you want to do? Why are you doing your online business? What are you selling? Who are you targeting to? Ongoing management is just monitoring that. Look at what products are selling well online, look what products aren't selling well online. If a product's not selling well online, it could be costing you money to have it there, take it off. Or if it's not costing you money to have it there, that's what you promote through your social media and through your email lists, etc. So it's all about choosing the right program and choosing the right process based on the statistics that you've got. And if you go into affiliate marketing, they're going to want to see that as well. So that's how you can manage that. Make sure that your sales are working properly, how much you're selling, what your average sale amount is, just allows you to build. And if you've sort of taken a bootstrapping approach to your online business where you haven't really integrated your e-commerce properly just yet, those sort of things, this allows you to set all that up as well. So have a good think about that as you go forward. Okay, how to take your brick and mortar store online. So as I said, think about why you're doing it, what are you selling, who are you targeting, and then what do you need to set up to get that running? Do you need website integration? Do you need an e-commerce process? All that sort of stuff. Have that all in line. And I mean, we know the system works. Online sales is exponentially growing, even within affiliate marketing. It's a $1 billion industry, and they expect that to grow by 10 to 15% per annum moving forward. That's just affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing wouldn't be as effective and have that sort of growth if online sales wasn't there. So it's an absolute realistic idea. Just make sure it's going to fit to your business, because there's a lot of companies that do try and do it and it falls over because of lack of sales, too much overheads to keep it running, as in extra shipping managers, etc. And that's because they probably haven't gone back and thought about what they're selling, who they're selling to, and so on. Okay guys, hope that was helpful. As usual, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel below. Please click like. If you're watching this within the post, if you have any comments, any questions, need any help, please don't hesitate to comment below, and I'd love to help you out. Thanks guys, talk to you soon. Bye.